Freedom of mind is the real freedom. A person whose mind is not free, so he may not be in chains, is a slave, not a free man. One who thus is not free, so he may not be in persons, in a prison and prisoner, and a lot of a free mind. One whose mind is not free through life.
Hey, Soshakal and side by side, Assalamu alaikum to all of you. The girl who is standing in front of your beautiful eyes again in this video, her name is Sejha Jaiswal. I am from Future Group, a complete English language center. As we all listen about the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, jurist, he was economist, he was emancipant, he was the orthodontist, he was a theorist also, and he was the first law minister in Nehru's court. Great personality. His name was, in fact, his name is still alive in the heart of all those peoples. He was known as the Messiah for the peoples. In fact, when his name was kept by her mother, his full name is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He is highly known as Baba Sahib. Caste is a state of mind, the religion that was not matter for anyone, but yes, it was matter for all the higher caste of the peoples. The Dalits were not allowed to drink the water, they were not allowed to touch the well, they were not allowed to just recite the prayer of God when the God hasn't created, when the God has given us all the power, all things equal. Then who are we? Why we are discriminating? Why we were doing the discrimination? It's still today. Okay, nowadays still the discrimination is alive in some rural areas. Today the personality of which I am going to talk about, his name, well, I'm not able to take his name, but let me tell you, he born in 1891 in the Mao, in the land of Madhya Pradesh. When he born, so he was not only born with his body, he was born with an inspirational thought, he born with a good thought for the peoples, he born to show up the peoples that who am I can erase, I can do all the bad things from the society, I can erase the all implementation from you all that we are facing today. At the time, he used to say that he was not even his shadow was not in front of anyone. If his shadow is stand in front of anyone, then he have to take the punishment. He have to take the punishment from that also. Once he was reciting the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. There a Pandit came and said that, hey you are not able to take this name. You just imposed all the things. And after that, when he said this all thing, he was punished. His parents was punished by that priest. He was not, once when he born, he was good in his studies. Then his father went to a school and said for the admission that take my child, and he's a good in every subject. When his teacher admitted him, and after that he knew that he is a Dalit, he is from the lower caste people, children would not sit with him. Then he said that you have to sit away from this class. You will sit outside, and then you will, if you want to take education, if you want to receive the education, you have to just sit out. It was not enough, friends. It was not enough. In fact, once in the bell, when the bell rang, okay, every children went for having their lunch. At that time, when he was also going, and then his friends shooed him out. Okay, they snubbed him. You will not eat with us. There was a snap from those all. When he was 15 years old, that he got married with Ramabai of 8 years of girl. In 1991, 5 children, after having very dangerous disease, one by one, his 4 children died. The last children was remained the last hope for him. But still, look the body, look at the personality. In fact, look the internal energy of him, that he didn't stop. He had one intention only, that he have to just finish this discrimination, this untouchability. He finished. In fact, he finished. And after sacrificing, after struggling a lot, he made our constitution. In the first page of the constitution, he wrote that we the people of India. In fact, it was not enough for him. Because he was not stopping those all things. Baba Saheb took a lot of decisions in his life after losing her wife. The very, very dangerous scene created in front of him. But still, at last, he said that I will not lose. The most powerful thing was that it was just the equality. He just wanted the equalism. And equalism, it was his weapon to kill all the rules, all the negativity from the society. Let me tell you one incident also. When he was child, he had received a lot of degrees in his life. He was not in fact allowed to study in India. Then he went London University. He received his education Columbia University. He received his education from many of the university, and once in a survey he was announced the #1 scholar of the world. He had received the Nobel Prizes and many things in his life. But still, when he was trying to just pack up everything, when he was trying to leave the country, when he was trying to just, now it's okay, because it was not enough for him to say the people, because he had already faced that. In university, when he used to study, in the university, he has to also sit outside, because the people's he had also at the time they had also that the feeling of untouchability, the discrimination between the students. Whether it is said in our Gita, it is said also in our Quran, it is said also in our many Bibles and all things, that we have this similar soul, we have similar body, because we all are created by one God. And the God, if he hadn't tried to discriminate anything, that who are we? When he created the constitution, he said that there is nothing wrong in constitution. There is the wrong thing that if the people will use it wrong, then it would be wrong impact for them. But if the people will not use that, then it was not enough for them. The constitution is not bad, because he had given so many things on the first page of the constitution. Today, if peoples are surviving, if the peoples are living their life, so just because of him.
Dr.B.R. Ambedkar, when he wrote the Constitution, after facing lots of the untouchability, first on the page of the Constitution, he wrote, "We the people of India, having solemnly resolved to Constitution India, into sovereign, a secular, democratic republic, and secure to all its citizens. Justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status, opportunity of instead, and promoted all the among them all. Fraternity, assuring the dignity and the ability of the individuals, and unity and integrated by all the nation in our Constitution Assembly. This is truly 6th day of November 1949 of humbly adopt, enact and give to ourselves the Constitution. We shouldn't forget the Constitution. In the first page it is written that we the people of India can never be alone. We cannot be discriminated by others. We will live together till our last breath. We have to take one name only, that He is our India, as God freedom, only due to Him.
Salute him for all his following and all his impacts of his lives. Thank you so much.